Should you give your teenager a dressing down if you don't approve of their style? So a mother tells the advice columnist at Slate that her husband thinks their 2 teenage daughters dress too sexy, and he wants her to lay down the law. The mother disagrees, though, saying she thinks this could end up shaming their children. So what happens, first of all, what happens when parents disagree about how their children dress? And is the father shaming his kid? Or is the mother, maybe she needs to tighten up the dress code? What do you guys think?
I'll tell you.
Whoa.
You know those sweatpants that have writing on the butt?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Lloyd couldn't stand them. Blaze wanted a pair, and he didn't like it because he thought it focused on her butt. Right? I didn't see, however, anything wrong with it.
What was the word? I think that matters too.
It's the name of the brand.
Okay, name of a brand.
Okay, but that word also has a double meaning,
The
right?
word has a double meaning.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
You're right. And so he had a big problem with it, and he also has a problem with short shorts and bikinis and a whole bunch of stuff. I don't. And
Really?
I don't. And I'm a mother that likes to rock a short skirt.
Yes! Yes!
We disagreed over this a lot, and now I have to say, like, she's not walking out, half naked. It's just that, she's a teenager, so sometimes things are a little short.
Okay, but here's where I'm confused about this whole discussion. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, school is supposed to, for example, I'm guessing a lot of these conversations we're having before she's going to school.
Yes.
School is supposed to prepare you for real life. And the fact is that in most jobs, if you go to that job, even in a building like this, if any one of us came into the job with super short shorts, we would be sent home.
Yes.
We would be told that that's inappropriate for the workplaces, and many workplaces are like this. So I'm just raising the question, are we doing a disservice? And I'm gonna say this is genderless. If my son, I can say, decided that he wanted to wear super short shorts where his bum crack was showing, I would probably say to him, if you wanna wear that to, right now he's 6.5, but if he was like a teenager, if you wanna wear that to like a concert, or you wanna wear that out on the weekends, or you wanna wear it to the beach, be my guest, wear whatever you want.
Exactly.
But if you're going to school or you're going to a job, like, isn't that the lesson we want to be teaching our young people?
Well, hold on. The mom in this article did say that she's teaching her daughters how to dress appropriately for different situations. So I think she's doing exactly what you just said, which is she's not letting her kids go to their part-time job dressed like that. She's telling them when it is appropriate. I just want to take it back 2 steps. If anybody's been a teenager or you have a teenager, good luck trying to tell them what to wear. What is this? I don't even get it. But I just want to say, and it doesn't even matter your weekend clothes. I went to a Catholic uniformed high school. And I'll tell you something. My parents had an issue, as did the school. There was a policy. We all know this. If you went to a Catholic high school, how long your kilt was supposed to be.
And everyone
so I'd leave the house. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Going to school. And the second I got to the bus stop,
Rolled it up.
So it doesn't matter. The dad is really out of touch, I'm going to say, in this story. He's out of touch because he's saying, first of all, he's a hands-off dad. That's already problem number one.
Mom, you take care of it.
You take care of this, Mom.
Absolutely.
So dad needed to step in a long time ago. And I'll also say that the messaging is wrong. What he's kind of saying is, if people look at you a certain way, if they're judging you based on the way you look, that's your problem. He should be probably thinking about empowering his girls differently. Since Marqueza was a very young girl, people would always say, you're so cute, you're so cute. So as good parents, we trained her to say, when someone would say, you're so cute, you say, thank you, and I'm smart too. That is what I'm talking about.
I completely agree with the writer when she says it's not women's or girls' clothes that make them unsafe, it's men's behavior toward them. Totally applaud that and totally agree with that. But I'll be very honest, I was on the subway the other day and I saw a teenager get up, and when she got up, her skirt was so short I could see her underwear. And I will admit that I did a double take. And I will admit I judged. What I'm judging, I'm not entirely sure, but I do think we've reached this funny point to what you were saying, is that we've told women no matter what you wear, it's empowering. If you wear that power suit, or if you wear that short skirt with your underwear showing, you are an empowered woman because you're making the choice. But I will admit that silently, I am like, yes, you girl, I can't believe you wore that.
No, you know what,
I am judging.
There seems
and
to
so
be...
I feel like we are.
I agree. there seems to be different rules, though, and when it comes to school, to your point, for girls and boys. And
Yeah.
Blaze has made
Boys
this point.
aren't wearing wigs like that.
Boys are wearing jeans where they're so low that you see all of their underwear.
Well, that
You
is
see all, and I'm like,
definitely-
what's the difference between that?
There is
and
no difference in
there's
that
no
case
difference.
because you're seeing just the top part of the bum instead of the bottom part of the bum.
That's right.
Both are problematic.
Yeah.
They are for setting people up. And I sometimes do. Yes, we need to create a world where girls are safe no matter what they wear. But I do think that there is something to be said. But there are always going to be certain people out there who do bad things, and they might do things regardless of what that person is wearing. To be clear, but I think when we talk about the fact that we are still in this era of Me Too and we're figuring out things around consent and we're figuring out things around age, people don't. I can't tell anymore how old anybody is.
Yeah.
I don't know how old anybody is. And that's not to say that anybody should be taking, liberties based on what someone is wearing and making assumptions about what that says. But I think there are still people where that message is not getting. So do you want to protect your girls to some degree? I don't have a daughter, but all I know is that I remember being 12. And I remember I think the key in this is trying not to shame the girl for her body. And this is where it gets tricky. I know I was around 12, we had boarders at our house, and I was wearing this little kind of skimpy negligee. Not negligee, I was 12, but it was like a nightie. It was like a nightie. It was like a tank top. It was silky and it had shorts with it. I remember it so clearly. And I was getting ready for bed, and there were these two guys who were probably older teenagers staying at our house. I went downstairs. I was so naive. And I remember my mom came down the stairs and she was like, Cynthia, what do you mean? What do you do? And she was in a place of fear. She was worried because I was sitting there playing pool. Who knows what kind of bits were hanging out? I don't know. And the fact is that what I interpreted that message as was shame. I felt ashamed, and that this is terrible. You shouldn't do this to girls. But at the same time, I did remember that there were certain places where that outfit probably wasn't appropriate, and that maybe I should be. And so both messages can be true. Let's not shame girls, but let's also teach them that there are some places where you just can't wear certain clothes.
And then hopefully once they turn 20, maybe the lessons will stick. Because at 12, they're doing their own thing anyway.
Doing their own thing.